On 1161 and 1584 AM, online and in stereo on digital radio. Tayside and Fife's Tay AM.
The headlines this hour: woman dies after falling from Dundee Multi. Massive day for future of Scottish football, and Tea in the Park tickets go on sale. Good morning. A woman has died after falling from a multi-storey in Lochee. Emergency services were called to Elders Court shortly before 9 last night. The woman, who's believed to be in her 40s, was pronounced dead at the scene. She's understood to have plunged from the 5th floor. Police are currently treating the incident as unexplained. Scottish Football League clubs will vote later to decide Rangers' immediate future. The club will be placed into either the first or the third division. It's after they were kicked out of the Premier League for financial wrongdoing. The majority of SFL clubs have spoken publicly, and the build-up say they'll back the third division option. Opposition activists in Syria say around 250 people have been killed by government forces in a massacre in Hama province. If confirmed, it would be the bloodiest massacre of the 16-month conflict. Noor is a student living in Hama and says the killings appear to have been indiscriminate.
Maybe the second or third person was killed. He was a doctor and he was treating the people who were wounded by the shelling, and they just shot him in the head and they killed him.
A Fife boy is vying to become only the second Scottish child to have a so-called miracle operation in the UK to help him walk. Rhys Cameron from Kennewy has cerebral palsy and is pencilled in to get the surgery in October, but his parents may have to foot the £24,000 medical bill. Earlier this week, Carnoustie youngster Brooke Ramsey underwent the same procedure in Bristol, funded by the NHS. Rhys's mum Gillian is telling T News he just wants to do what his friends can.
He's just a happy, thin little boy, but just now he's quite quite big now. He's 9-year-old. He'll be 10 in November, and he's basically feeling it so much more now, wanting to do so much more as his friends are doing. With hemiplegic cerebral palsy, it affects his lower limbs, which means his lower limbs are tight, which means he can't keep control of his balance.
A Dundee councillor is calling on National Express to listen to its customers. It's after a petition signed by 230 people was handed to the firm yesterday. It's calling on a reversal of the changes to the number 5 service in the West End. Local councillor Fraser McPherson is telling T News about the concerns of residents.
Residents are very concerned about the changes to the number 5 bus service, because what it means is that the people at the far west end of Perth Road, and indeed at the east end of the Technology Park, the workers that work in that part of the Technology Park, no longer have access to the number 5 bus service.
And now the mud's dried in from this year's festival. Eager Tea in the Park goers can get their hands on tickets for next year's showpiece this morning.